Hello, my name is Becky Smerdon, and I am Vice President of the External Research and Insights team as part of the org-wide learning and strategy team here at Teach for America. A fun fact about me, I love stand-up paddleboarding. I have a lot of pets, including a parrot, and I am the mom of two amazing teenage daughters. I am really excited to have the opportunity to share the FY21 updated broader student outcomes wheel. We sometimes call that the BOW. And the BOW is Teach for America's articulation of the educational outcomes our core members pursue with their students and work toward for all students. We revisited the BOW and updated it to align with our new org strategy and the 10-year goal. In updating the BOW, we sought to design a resource that, one, represents the current state of research in the field about the outcomes and competencies that students must have to be prepared for college, career, and life, and accordingly, to be on a path to economic mobility and a future filled with possibility. Two, supports our drive toward meeting our 10-year goal and key educational milestones. Three, prioritizes culture, identity, and leadership, and is reflective of a holistic education. Four, easily aligns with notable curriculum, assessment, and instruction resources in the broader education landscape. And five, is flexible enough to readily translate across regional contexts. What's inside? Take a little walk with me and I will give you an overview. Page 1 shares a visual representation of our key finding. 3 broader outcomes are important in a 21st century education toward our 10-year goal: knowledge, skills, and orientations and agency. The broader outcomes are defined in the visual. Inside of these broader outcomes, 7 competencies are important: knowledge, traditional subjects and 21st century themes, and contemporary subjects. For skills, learning and innovation, social emotional learning, and life and career. For orientations and agencies, personal and social awareness and social agency. Page 2 is the preamble. It explains a few things. First, what's inside of the framework. Second, how users should use the framework. Third, why the content of the framework matters at this moment in time. And finally, how the framework came to be. Pages 3 through 5 define the 7 competencies with sharp focus on plain speak and concision. Pages 6 through 8 outline the prioritized indicators we expect to see in classrooms where students are successfully developing the competencies. How did we complete our work? Our project team was a cross-functional team from OWLS, TLD, regions, and external consultants. Tony Speed was our project owner. I was a project manager. Kate Blanchard, Courtney Franklin, Nora Gannon Slater, Chrissy Gratz, Reed Hickman, Jordan Smith, and several outside consultants contributed enormously to this really important work. Our process. So step 1, we developed parameters for updating the BOW, answering what are the outcomes and competencies that students must have to be prepared for college, career, and life, and accordingly to be on a path to economic mobility and a future filled with possibility. Step 2, we identified seminal research, scholarship, and frameworks that answered the research question, drawing heavily from Harvard's ESA laboratory to identify work to review. Step 3, over several months, we reviewed the seminal research, scholarships, and frameworks and methodically pieced together the field's agreed upon answer to the research question while simultaneously foregrounding our foundations in the piecing work. We designed a draft. Step 4, we iterated the draft, crosswalking it with the seminal external work and our foundations. We repeated this step many times. We also talked to and established relationships with a number of external experts and organizations. Step 5, we shared the draft with leadership and secured feedback. We reiterated on it and brought it to final. What are our next steps? Well, possible next steps are to curate and design student assessments and data gleaning mechanisms toward knowing students' development of the broader outcomes and competencies. Curate and design teacher-facing resources towards supporting students' development of the broader outcomes and competencies. Curate and design student-facing resources towards supporting students' development of the broader outcomes and competencies. What else? What are your ideas regarding possible next steps? Please share them. Email Tony Speed or myself, Becky Smerdon. And finally, don't forget to take a look at the literature brief that accompanies the BOW. It offers a bit of the literature that undergirds the framework. Thank you.